Hi everyone, and welcome to SAP BTP Innobytes. If your business runs on a cloud ERP, then you know it's the IT backbone of your organization. However, those core applications often must be extended to meet all your unique business needs. When key user extensibility isn't enough, SAP Build on SAP BTP offers more options to create extensions with custom coding and Fiori UIs. We're happy to introduce the ability to create UI extensions directly from your cloud ERP application with the SAP Build Extensibility Wizard. Let's take a look at how it works. To get started, you can launch the Extensibility Wizard directly from your SAP Fiori application. This gives you different options for the type of extension you want to create. You'll now see that we've added the option for User Interface Extension. This lets you either adapt the existing Fiori app or create a new custom application. For this example, we selected SAP UI5 Adaptation. After setting up our destinations and details in the wizard, it will take us to SAP Build Code, and specifically Business Application Studio. From here, we open the Adaptation Editor to start editing the fields. We can remove sections, add new fields, and create a completely new variant of the application. For this UI extension, we want to add a chart that will display some data about supplier invoices. So we'll add some new fragments, which are lightweight and reusable UI parts. After we've added these new fragments, we can preview this new variant of our application with our custom chart that displays the supplier invoice data. The Extensibility Wizard makes it easier than ever to customize your SAP core applications. Developers can already use it to create custom processes and now custom user interfaces, all with SAP Build on SAP BTP.
Decisions or business rules within SAP Build Process Automation are created and maintained from SAP Build Lobby, which is a developer tool. This has forced business users to rely on the IT team or developers for change management processes. To empower business users to view or maintain decisions, we are happy to launch a dedicated application that can be accessed directly from SAP Build Workzone. The business users can access a dedicated application in Build Workzone to manage decisions with a single project. The application is purpose-built. It shows only the decision artifacts to the end users, making the experience clean and focused. Even within a decision, users only see what matters: the decision tables or text rules without any technical complexities like input, output schemas, decision diagrams, or variables. They can open the decision table, modify values directly, or import data from Excel, and then save their changes all in one smooth flow. Once the changes to one or more rules are complete, they can release a version and deploy it instantly with a single click. Any errors are shown in the design console, and they could also easily view the different versions of the project. With this new capability in SAP BTP, business users are truly in control by managing decisions without the need of IT. It makes the change management process easier and faster.
Are you an SAP partner developing apps with SAP BTP ABAP environment? Good news! You can now offer your solution not only as a multi-tenant software as a service, but also as an installable product. What's the difference? With multi-tenant SaaS, the solution runs on the partner system and customers can subscribe to this cloud service. With an installable product, customer can install it directly into their own system as a product. Let's take a quick look at the sample. This is a simple maintain events app. We will now publish it as an installable product. The landscape portal is part of the SAP BTP ABAP environment and supports both delivery options, multi-tenant SaaS and installable product. And both start the same way. You first build your product using the Register Product app. From there, you choose your delivery model. For multi-tenant SaaS, configure it in the Maintain Solution app. Customers can then subscribe to this cloud service. For installable product, use the Publish Product app. To publish your solution to the SAP Store, you need a Partner Edge build contract and an SAP Store enhancement. Customers using SAP BTP ABAP environment can find your product in the SAP store and install it into their own system using the Deploy Product option. And that's it, from partner solution to customer deployment in just a few steps.
In SAP Integration Suite, externalization enables integration developers to define parameters as variables for certain configurations of adapters or flow steps of an integration flow. The values of these parameters can be changed without editing the integration flow, for example, when moving integrations from development or test environment to production. Now, these parameters are usually technical in nature and difficult to understand for someone who is just reusing an integration flow. The content developers use documentation to explain and describe these parameters and their potential values, which is then made available with the integration package. What if the integration developers or content developers could provide descriptions directly in the integration flow editor? Let's see this in action. In my SAP Integration Suite, I have an integration package, SAP S/4HANA Integration with Field Service Management. Let's open the integration flow, replicate business partners. Now, if I go to the externalized parameters view, I see a huge list of parameters with technical parameter names. Let me add description to some of these parameters. The descriptions can be the potential values, examples, or additional details explaining the impact of specific values. After providing these descriptions, let me save the integration flow. Now, next time someone else wants to use this integration flow and configure these parameters, they get help from these descriptions directly next to each of the fields in the configure view. These descriptions aim to simplify the overall configuration journey for business experts to understand the parameters better and configure them, without the need of reading long documents. With these small enhancements comes a huge potential to improve the maintainability and reusability of your integration scenario. Hope you like this new increment in BTP Integration Suite.
Joule, SAP's copilot, now enables you to get quick analytical answers without having to build reports, all in a conversational manner. Let me show you how. Suppose you're tracking performance and want to know what your team earned in commission this month. Instead of opening multiple dashboards or running a report, you can just ask Joule. Joule scans your available data sources and suggests a few options. I'll pick bike sales, since that's the one that I'm focused on. Within seconds, I get commission total for May 2025. To understand performance in context, I ask for comparison to the previous months. Joule updates the view right away, making it easy to see how things are trending. To go to a deeper level, I'll ask for the top 10 sales agents. And Joule returns a clean bar chart that makes it easy to see who's leading. Finally, I'll check the monthly commission trend from January to March, giving me a quick view of the first quarter. All of this happens in just a few natural steps. With Joule, I get exactly what I need: answers that are relevant, contextual, and instantly usable. For more details, please check out my blog below.
One important feature in identity access management flows is the immediate provisioning of authorizations to target systems. Let's check how my SAP Cloud Identity Services tenant enables me to do this in my SAP Analytics Cloud target system. Here is the entry for my SAP Analytics Cloud app in my Cloud Identity Services tenant. The app ID is at the core of this functionality as it links application-specific authorizations to the respective system. Antoinette's user needs to be assigned to the procurement team in SAP Analytics Cloud. So we will centrally assign her user to the corresponding group from the Identity Directory services. We are searching for her user and assigning it to this group. This operation automatically triggers the identity provisioning job execution. As we can see here, the job was successful. Result in SAP Analytics Cloud. Antoinette is now assigned to the procurement team. Stay tuned for more on our roadmap for the second part of this innovation, immediate provisioning of user data.